To our focus group now to find out the impact of tonight's debate. We want to welcome all of them watching this historic event take place. And I want to go to you, our lone truly undecided voter tonight, Chandler Templeton. You're a sophomore college student here in town. First of all, did tonight's debate change your mind at all?
I mean, it didn't really change my mind for which voter or candidate I'm actually going to vote for. I had reservations about both, and throughout the entire debate, I saw several things that worried me, but also encouraged me on both candidates. And so, I mean, still undecided, but definitely maybe swinging a little bit more Clinton.
How would you rate both their performances tonight?
I feel like Trump got a little off topic. He'd be asked a question and he'd immediately jump to something else and never directly answered anything, which makes me nervous. Whereas Clinton, she more directly answered anything, but she didn't necessarily gain my trust, which was a big issue with the undecided.
Chandler, thanks so much. You know, it was about 20 minutes into the debate where we really got an idea of how the night would go. The gloves sort of came off. Take a listen at this exchange.
At least I have a plan to fight ISIS.
No, you're telling the enemy everything you want to do.
No, we're not.
See, you're telling the enemy everything you want to do. No wonder you've been fighting. No wonder you've been fighting ISIS your entire adult life.
All right, so there you have it, the back and forth between both candidates. I want to go to Assistant Professor of Political Science at Park University, Matt Harrison. Matt, you know, first of all, do you think this debate lived up to the epic hype as we went into tonight?
Well, you know, I think that as we found in a lot of political science research, there's a lot of biases people bring in with them to viewing a debate. And I think that if you're a Trump supporter, you probably like what you saw from Donald Trump. And if you're a Hillary Clinton supporter, you probably liked what you saw from her as well. How would you
judge the tone between both the candidates throughout the debate?
You know, I think it was pretty clear that Hillary Clinton, as had been discussed beforehand, had a real strategy to try to needle Trump a little bit, see if she could rattle him a bit on some issues that he was maybe able to be rattled on, things like his wealth and his confidence. And I think that, as the kids say, her troll game was strong.
Breaking out some of that millennial language that a lot of these candidates would like to target, of course, Mr. Trump and Secretary Clinton. There was an exchange between two of the hot topics of this contest so far. We're talking about emails from Hillary Clinton and taxes from Donald Trump. Listen to this.
My tax returns against my lawyer's wishes. When she releases her 33,000 emails that have been deleted, as soon as she releases them, I will release my tax returns.
He's not all that enthusiastic about having the rest of our country see what the real reasons are, because it must be something really important, even terrible, that he's trying to hide.
All right. Cole Kazmaier here, a freshman college student here in the Metro. And Cole, we talked before the debate. You said you were definitely not going to vote for Hillary Clinton, but you also said that Trump needed to earn your vote tonight. Did he do that?
Well, until he tells us what he's going to do about the economy, you know, trickle-down economics hasn't really worked in the past. I think a lot of the problem that we face in this country is the banking institutions that kind of run the economy. You know, until I see a candidate do something, take something to that, you know, they address that actual problem. You know, we got the Federal Reserve. They haven't really been audited. I would like to see some candidates actually addressing real issues. You know, we're fighting ISIS, but they continue to arm ISIS. You know, I think if we're going to defeat the enemy, we need to stop arming them. We need to stop backing them. We need to focus on our country first, our education. We need to focus on actually having a democracy in this country. And neither of those candidates have done that.
So Mr. Trump's got some work to do in order to gain your vote.
Yeah, he needs to prove that he's an outsider, because right now I'm not seeing it.
Thanks so much. We talked before the debate. This is Tyann Carnes, and you're a property manager here in town. You're firmly in Hillary Clinton's camp, but you had some concerns tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I support Hillary Clinton, but at the same time, I want her to gain the trust of other voters and show that younger generation who she needs to really gain of why she should be the candidate. And you know, she doesn't work on my vote, but honestly, what I saw tonight, I don't really think she really gained probably many other voters on her side.
One of the things we talked about tonight that you felt like she really had to do was show her personality more. Do you think she did that effectively?
A little bit, because I feel like she held her composure a lot better during the debate, but I definitely kind of agree with what you said. You know, if you're already a Trump supporter, you definitely felt that he was a stronger candidate. If you're a Hillary Clinton supporter, you felt that she was stronger.
You still planning on voting for Secretary Clinton?
Yes, I will be voting for Hillary Clinton.
Well, talking about some of the moments where Mrs. Clinton really did kind of show her personality, according to what a lot of her supporters are saying. Take a listen to this exchange between Mr. Trump and Secretary Clinton.
I don't know who you were talking to, Secretary Clinton, but you were totally out of control. I said, there's a person with a temperament that's got a problem.
Secretary Clinton.
Woo, okay.
All right, George Cater, you're a senior here in town and a senior college student. You're studying law. You hope to be an attorney at some point, right? Do you think that Hillary Clinton effectively argued her case in front of the American people today?
There were bits and pieces I've noticed that had a substantial argument. However, as it was mentioned, the conversation quickly devolved into mostly like name calling, and they threw mud on the table. Very little substance in their arguments, though.
Show of hands, finally, who is looking forward to watching the second presidential debate in St. Louis? All right, sort of a slow hand in the air right there. 41 Action News, of course, will be in St. Louis to cover that debate. Much more to come tonight, though, on the election and tonight's debate performance.